To buy or rent, that is the question. Which is better? What's great about buying a home, you can build equity. Each mortgage payment after interest helps you own more of your own home, and over time, that equity can be a valuable asset. Stability and long term financial stability and security. If you plan to stay in one place for many years, owning can provide predictable housing costs, especially with a fixed rate mortgage, and spare you from yearly rent increases or having to move. Freedom to personalize and control your own space. As a homeowner, you can also renovate, decorate, landscape, or change things about your space without needing a landlord's permission. Potential for wealth building is there. Over a long run, real estate often appreciates. Owning may help your net worth grow more than renting would, assuming home values don't drop. Emotional, community, and lifestyle benefits also come with this. Many homeowners feel a stronger sense of belonging, pride, and stability for themselves, their family, and their children. However, what's great about renting lower is there's lower cost up front and more financial flexibility. Renting usually pays there's usually means paying a security deposit plus the first month's rent, no large down payment, closing costs, or the need to qualify for a big mortgage. There's less responsibility. As a renter, you don't handle the maintenance, repairs, and property taxes. That's on the landlord or the property manager. There's less stress and often lower monthly costs. Flexibility and mobility are good if you expect to move in a few years and aren't ready to settle down or want to keep options open, such as jobs, family, lifestyle, etc. Budget predictability in the short term. Rent tends to be simpler and more predictable month to month, especially if you don't want the variable costs tied to home ownership, maintenance, insurance, taxes. There's less risk and commitment if your finances or plans are uncertain. If a job or income could change or if your lifestyle might shift, you're not locked into a long term mortgage. There are trade offs though. What you give up when renting or buying if you rent. No equity build and rent increases or stability out or possibly out of your control. Renting doesn't build wealth over time the way owning potential does. If you buy, upfront costs are high. Ongoing costs such as taxes, maintenance, and insurance can be burdensome, and you lose flexibility to move quickly. If housing, mortgage rates, and property taxes are high or rising, then ownership can feel expensive, and in many markets recently, rent has remained cheaper than owning. If you're not planning to stay long term, the benefits of equity and value growth might not overcome the cost of buying or selling, making renting more logical. What's best depends largely on your situation, and if you happen to live in Cumming or North Metro Atlanta or in the North Georgia area and have a busy, fluent life, then you might have to look at the options of either renting or either buying. As I said, renting gives you more flexibility, uh, especially if your life is not um, fixed in one place where you know you're going to be there over a long period of time. It may be that you are going to be moving with your business, you don't know. Overhead costs are low if you are renting, whereas with owning a home, you've got all those other costs that go with it, such as the mortgage, the interest, the insurance that you're having to pay. So, really and truly, it comes right down to what is best for you and your situation. If you have any questions, you are more than welcome to follow up with me. I am in the North Metro Atlanta area and in North Georgia, and I am more than happy to assist you either in renting or buying and looking at the pros and cons of each. And I hope you have a wonderful Thanksgiving weekend.